Hi, it's Hayden Bennett from Commercial Property Group. Welcome to ROI series for August 2025. During the month here in the group, we've done over 187 inspections, which resulted in 24 sales and leasing deals being concluded and over 9,300 square metres of prime commercial industrial real estate being sold and leased. I have some key sales and leases that I'm going to share with you, and the first is an outstanding sale done here in the group at number 262 Captain Cook Drive in Kurnell. This was a property, a vacant parcel of land with some minor building improvements, significant parcel. It was put to market by Damon Asti and myself as an expressions of interest campaign with a price guide of $5.5 million. Damon and I received over 70 inquiries. On the close of the expressions of interest, we had 5 offers submitted. Those 5 offers were then put into round 2. 3 of the 5 resubmitted offers, and then Damon and I negotiated an outcome at $5,575,000 with a contract being exchanged within 4 days of the second round closing. This particular sale really highlights the skill set that CPG has on offer. Our market knowledge and our experience is unmatched. If you are in the market and you need to sell an asset, reach out to Damon Asti or myself. We are the go-to team. Another sale is at 21 Pritchard Place at Peakhurst. This property was sold by Ryan McMahon post-auction. Ryan and I took that property to auction. It didn't yield a result. We did yield a result shortly after at $2.3 million for 21 Pritchard Place. It's an 803 square metre parcel of land with an older brick fibro shed on it. The rate per square metre was just under $2,800 per square metre, and it's sold to an owner-occupier who's going to knock it down and rebuild a new purpose building. Outstanding job to Ryan McMahon, congratulations. Another sale was 15 at 105A Vanessa Street in Kingsgrove. This was a modern 170 square metre factory unit. The property was on the market to lease. It's Ryan McMahon's listing. He handled this sale. The owner then went to Ryan to ask about selling that asset. Ryan then put forward a very strong campaign, and within a 3-week period, Ryan sold that property for $1,325,000, which is a rate per square metre of just under $7,800 per square metre. A testament example of Ryan McMahon's skill set in the market, giving the right advice, dealing with the right buyers, and putting these deals together. Well done to Ryan. Another sale was at G3 at 32 to 36 Box Road in Caringbah. This is a development known as Flexbox. We sold all these units off the plan. It completed quite a few months ago. We've been very busy in there renting out and also reselling. G3 was a resale. The original purchase price off the plan was $1,050,000. This particular property provided 133 square metres. Damon Asti resold that property for $1,230,000, which is a $180,000 uplift and a 17% capital growth rate from that original purchaser as an off-the-plan buyer to reselling that asset, and a thumping rate per square metre of just over $9,250 per metre. Damon Asti, congratulations on a really well orchestrated sale, demonstrating your skill set in the market on matching the right buyers with the right properties. Onto a few leasing transactions, and we have a level 2 at 191 Tarrant Point Road in Caringbah, a 85 square metre office space providing really good exposure to Tarrant Point Road. Isaac Longmuir was the successful agent on transacting this property. He leased it for $45,000 per annum gross, which is a rate per square metre of around $530 per metre. A 2-year term with a 1-year lease option was available, and an incentive there of 1 month's rent free, which represents around 4.7% of the initial term of the deal. Congratulations to Isaac on a really great job, and more importantly, the owner had 1 vacancy leave and the new tenant commenced with 0 vacancy. Well done to all. Another leasing deal at 1 at 4 Norman Street, Peakhurst was put together by Jackson Chambers off market. Jackson had the client who had an interest to obviously lease the property, and he had a tenant. He was able to put that deal together very quickly. It was agreed at $147,500 per annum net. It was a 590 square metre building. The rate per square metre was $275 per square metre, and a really strong lease here of a 10-year term plus an option period. The incentive provided to that tenant was a 3-month rent-free period in order to help them get established and fitted out, which will represent that 3 months over a 10-year term. It is actually only a 2.5% incentive on initial term. Jackson Chambers, congratulations on an outstanding job. Another deal at 11 at 29 Bay Road at Tarrant Point, also put together by Jackson Chambers. It was a 202 square metre modern high clearance factory unit. Jackson leased that property for $60,000 per annum gross plus GST, rate per metre right on the cuffs of $300 per square metre, a 2-year term with a 1-year option and 0 rent free, meaning the owner received rent from the day the lease commenced. Congratulations to Jackson Chambers on an outstanding job. Another lease at 25 Captain Cook Drive at Caringbah. This particular deal was put together by Isaac Longmuir. Again, another one of our managements with very limited vacancy, pretty much 1 week tenant vacated, next week new tenant leased. It was 103 square metre office space that faced Captain Cook Drive, provided really good exposure, great visibility for this particular business moving in. Isaac secured $33,800 per annum gross as a rental on the 103 square metres. It's just over $328 per metre. On that 2-year term, 0 incentive was provided, meaning rent commenced from the day the lease started. Isaac, congratulations on a really good job, mate. So that concludes August ROI series. We're now into the month of September. We have 3 good solid months left here in the business. Here at CPG, we are inundated with new opportunities that are going to be put to market. So please keep an eye out for all of our EDMs to our database, our social media. And as I always say, if anyone has any questions with regards to buying, selling, leasing, or management or general property advice, please reach out to CPG as your commercial experts. We welcome your call.